right.
All right. Sorry about that, folks. For some reason, OBS just crashed, but it didn't actually fully crash. It was just frozen. And I was trying to change scenes and nothing was happening. I was like, what the fuck's going on? But it hard crashed and I had to relaunch it. So it'll be a part 1 and a part 2 scenario for the podcast episode, but that's fine. All right. Let's continue on with this shit. There we go. When swinging a two-handed weapon, the movement speed reduction until the actual attack occurs has been reduced. High roller adventure
change on the list. Best change on the list.
It's nice.
God bless. Holy shit! You can play with two-handers.
It's still,
oh my god!
I mean, they're more viable, but it's still fucking annoying getting kited with them. It's still annoying, I mean, but it's a good change. It's progress.
You should be able to get kited with a two-hander. That's kind of the point. You're
it.
going to win the DPS trade up close.
I mean,
except to a falchion heater shield.
I get it, but when it's the 50 throwing knives rogue, it's like that feels bad. Sorry, it just does. Even if I put my weapon away and I'm running without anything in my hands and I still can't catch the guy and I'm getting hit, that's whack. But anyway, that's just me complaining. High Roller Adventure rank early access season number 2 begins at midnight UTC on March 22nd. Cool. The existing preseason number 1 will be changed to early access season 1 to prevent confusion. Yeah, that's really it. Beyond the dev comments.
Midnight UTC is in 21 hours and 17 minutes for anybody.
What day was it?
Curious.
This is tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, like 6 p.m. Pacific or some weird shit.
So about 21 hours from now. So whatever time zone you're in, 21 hours from now is when the season should start. Who knows if there'll be another patch?
If they already got the season rewards picked out.
They said those would come later, so I don't think so.
All right, let's switch over to Q&A, shall we? Chats.
Yeah.
What do you guys got? What do you got for us? Drop it on us. God, it's so annoying.
This change is fucking disgusting. I agree. They made this change with two-handers before. It was different, but it was similar change, and that shit was gross. Same.
I'm just happy I get to use two-handers again. I know it's gonna get nerfed.
Two-handers have always kind of been ass. Yeah.
You ever seen a bard video, bro? I always got a two-hander.
Well, I mean,
unless you're barbarian.
Besides barb, yeah.
I was enjoying Felling X Barb and Normals earlier. It was pretty disgusting. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was Warcry plus Achilles, and in Norms you can't really get through like 180 health and a Felling X, especially as a melee character. You're pretty fucked unless it's a long swordsman, but that guy's got to hit the parry.
And you have minus 50% damage while you're fighting him. Because he has Savage Roar. Whatever the fuck.
Or he can.
I remember a time in, like, I think it was playtest 2 or playtest 3 when halberd and longsword and spear were all insanely good on fighter. It was the meta to run all 3 of those, and it was so fun. But it was very broken because you just do so much damage before people could even close the gap with you.
Right.
And then you'd outtrade them with the weak zones.
Spear's so cool. I wish it was used more. It's a cool weapon.
Spear's just too slow. Not enough reach.
We need a one-handed spear. I want like a Pantheon build. I want a buckler and a one-handed spear. I want to go ham gladiator style.
What if it's just like a javelin and you can left click to stab and then right click tosses it?
Dude, if there is like what's it called? I'm gonna do the hoplite RP, dude. I'm gonna get 2 guys with me. We're just gonna in 300 roleplay.
That would be so fun.
Put the Pavis on your back so you can phalanx up whenever you need to hold the doorway. Just sit him down and start chucking spears at him. Hell yeah.
That sounds fun. Javelin
with
shield.
It is sad that I've never like ran into a team where they got the Pavis guy with the shield or with the spear poking over top. Why does nobody do that?
So fun. Dude.
Hold on. There's somewhere on Ken's channel. There's a VOD where I think I was playing cleric or bard, and he was playing fighter with Pavis and spear, and we were just playing doorway strats. It was me, Hippo, and Ken. We were just playing doorway strats around the Pavis. And then I think Hippo's playing Ranger. He's back there with the spear, just stabbing over the top of it. Calls lift up, and then he's getting underneath and trying to stab at the toes and shit. It was terrible, but it was so fun.
That sounds fun.
As soon as we saw a wizard, we died.
That's funny. All right, let's get a good question. What do you guys got, chat? Drop it on us. Let's go. Slam it in the chat. How big is cock size? We're not going to answer that,
Do you
sir.
think the change from level 100 to 30
Smaller
was
than
a
you think.
troll on SDF's part due to the fact he sent a message asking how long it was going to take someone to get level 100? I don't understand.
Do you think it would be good or bad for them to increase the base HP of all Wait, that's the wrong thing. Do you think the change from level 100 to 30 was a troll on SDF's part due to the fact that he sent a message asking how long it would take something to level? Well, yeah, I mean, because of the EXP change and just the leveling up grind change, getting to 100 on 2 classes, because you have to level up 2 classes if you want a multi-class, right? Getting 2 classes to 100 at the current EXP rate, what?
Getting 2 classes to 30 at the current XP rate is going to take a long ass time for a lot of players.
Yes, how are we supposed to test the system when it's ready? I mean, I know they're giving us some time, but still, it's pretty hefty.
This is straight up just Korean dev shit right here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
They're like, 400 hours to max level. That's pretty good. You know, like that was the conversation.
There's
no way.
You might be right about that. It's just the East is different. The East is different about this stuff. That's true. But I mean, like, shouldn't it just be like every 20 levels? Just like make level 20 exciting. I don't know. Every 20 levels.
It should be a grind, but it shouldn't be a fucking job.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Especially for testing, like you got to lower the threshold a little bit. Lower that time. Invest it a little bit.
One session, I should be able to test it.
Yes.
I shouldn't need to grind for a week to test a new thing.
I mean, they want it to
double
be
XP weekend. That takes me back, dude.
Go down to your local gas station, grab the Mountain Dew with the code underneath, the fucking Dark and Darker 2 times XP weekend.
Fuck yeah.
That's how we need to market it. Fuck whatever this other strategy they've got is. Put the 2 times XP weekend strat on. Just market that way.
A Coke or Pepsi sponsor.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Maybe one day. We'll see. I mean, you got to remember, it's like a Korean company. They don't give a fuck
that's
about
a good point.
The products there.
Speaking of test server, bro, if you don't log in max level, infinite gold, everything unlocked, what are we doing?
You should. You should absolutely lock in with everything.
Just on a side note.
Glabussi says, what about a full-on haunted castle as a revamped ruins?
Hold up.
I think thematic maps would be great. I mean, didn't they have vampires. Didn't they have like different flavors of crypts and stuff back in the playtest? Like there was one where it was all blue torches and stuff.
Yeah, it looked a little different. Yeah. I liked blue crypts. Blue crypts was cool.
I mean, dude,
blue crypts for like 6 hours.
People love when League of Legends has a snow map. And they riot when there's no snow map. Okay, we can put a little flavor in the game. Okay, put Christmas hats on the skeletons.
On that note, yes, like how they not have like a headless horseman boss for the Halloween era? Like, come on.
Well, I mean, that's the shit. That's like post 1.0 stuff.
Yes,
though.
I
Come on.
understand. That's like extra.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine they
title gamers asking for shit?
Can you fucking imagine they fucking spent time putting in a headless horseman boss?
Oh my god, dude! Never ended it on Reddit.
What are you doing?
Fix
the game
put liquid in the ale mugs. Are you fucking joking?
Fix the game.
They patched to put liquid in the mug.
Yeah.
But we can't have Christmas lights in the caves? Come on.
People would have been pissed.
I think on the scope of development time, putting the ale back in the ale mug is probably a little bit easier than adding Christmas lights. But at the same time, where's my Christmas lights? Okay.
Yeah.
If I don't see fireworks on the 4th of July, we're banning the game from America. Okay.
Not even a Christmas tree with like some gifts under it.
Where's the little? Give me the little Christmas hat for Autumn.
Hey, can you guys stop fucking complaining? All right, we just fixed the game. We just got rid of rubber banding.
I don't.
Okay. And they dead for like 12 hours a year. I don't want any excuses.
This is a bit. We're just channeling.
This is legitimate.
We're channeling Reddit.
This is 100% serious.
Jay's not kidding.
I want flavor, and I want. I want it.
Jay ain't kidding.
I do too, but it does need to wait until all of the other things have been fixed.
Okay, someone did say Santa skin for troll. That does sound fun.
Come on, these are very obvious. Come on. Wendigo, Krampus, or whatever. No.
It doesn't. You know what? It wouldn't even have to look good. It could look like shit, and I would actually love it.
Yeah.
You're telling me it would take more than 5 minutes to add Santa hats to a couple of the goblin models?
Probably not.
Put a Christmas tree around.
It wouldn't be that hard. I don't think it'd be that hard. But I think people would bitch about it if they saw it. I don't know.
My ass, bro.
Hey, we got next year.
Not very jolly.
Next year.
Yeah.
We
got
or
4th
this year,
of July. We better celebrate America. Fireworks and fucking boobies and shit in my video game.
Yeah, the Ranger ration is just a hot dog.
Yeah, change all the ale to Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah.
You know,
Hell yeah.
Give them give the Rangers firework
bikini
arrows.
armor in my fucking dark and darker.
Hell yeah, brother. That's what I'm talking about.
Banana hammock. You know what I'm saying? Some boring shit.
All right, yeah. I mean,
Okay, Donnie.
Uncle Rick will rock
Sure.
up wearing that shit any day. I'll tell you what.
Donnie celebrates different.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. Canaston, I guess. What fantasy race do you want Iron Mace to release next? Dark Elf.
Dwarf.
Dark Elf.
Give us the meme. Dwarf.
I'm not looking
I'm
forward
gonna
to
get
that
made.
shit.
I'm gonna get made fun of for this, but literally just take the Blood Elf from World of Warcraft and put it in the game, please.
So
you got a
boring.
crush?
Elves are boring.
Yeah, but Blood Elves are sick.
No, blood
They have
elves
like
are
the coolest. They have the coolest
No.
lore in all of WoW.
No. Blood elves are for people that go, ew, dark elves look gross. I want like a slightly darker, still hot elf. That's what you want when you want blood
Slightly
elf.
lighter.
What's wrong with that?
You want an evil hot elf. You're like, I don't know, dark elves. Yeah.
I didn't like Night Elves because I wasn't an Alliance player, but eventually when you play Arena enough, you belong to both sides. No, I think Dwarf is the one everybody wants. Give him a mining speed buff.
I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of Tabaxi for Catgirl.
Tabaxi could be fun.
That's what J Catgirl.
Is that what they're called?
Tabaxi is
Cat
the
girls?
D&D
Yeah,
race for cat
Tabaxi.
people.
What's the other? What are they called from Oblivion
Khajiit.
or whatever?
Khajiit,
Yeah.
yeah.
Khajiit.
Catgirl.
Yeah, they have
I
their
love. Go
What
back
is
and
it,
play
Tabaxi,
Skyrim or Oblivion, and the blatant racism that is thrown at you if you play a Khajiit or an Argonian. They're like, you scale skin, get out of my town.
Yeah. I don't know. It makes the game better. I mean, that's like part of the fantasy tropes. It's true.
Dude, we love racism in our games.
Racism.
No,
I mean, no,
come
but I
on.
mean,
You
it
don't.
builds the
You
world.
can't
It
take
builds
it
the
out of context like that. It like literally is part of the story. It's like a part of the fucking story, and it's a part
It's
of
world
D&D.
building.
Yeah, it's also like like orcs versus men. Like it's a classic trope. And then in modern day D&D, it's like, well, everyone should be nice to each other, and the orcs aren't all bad. And it's like, ugh, like you're ruining something that's been around for decades because today people are more pussyfied than ever before. It's like, shut up, look at her. That's just the way I look at it.
Racism is good in
Another way,
2024.
it's pretty cool.
I never
seeing
said
lizards and
that.
demons.
I never said that. You guys are funny though. That's
Would you
funny.
say lizards and demons?
I said it's just pretty cool seeing lizards and demons.
Yeah, I think we could do it, dude. Actually, I feel like a demon skin wouldn't really even be that hard. They could literally just
You're effing
use
Jay.
the base models.
I know.
You're effing bad. You effed, and I immediately looked to my OBS to see if everything was okay. We're connected. I didn't say that. I didn't say that either, Kalakin. Oh my god, people are gonna be all over
Cancel
me for that shit.
Soma.
It's so
We need a new
dumb.
host.
It's so
We should
dumb.
replace our host with.
Ugh. All right, here's actually an important question that people have asked many times about multiclassing with Bard. How do you think multiclassing will work for Bard since all their instruments are Bard only? So, like, imagine if you're playing Bard and you get...
You'll get Song Master or whatever, and it just lets you equip it.
Yeah, let's use
Oh,
it.
I actually full DC'd.
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, do you think
fellas,
that's what it
I'm gonna
is? Song mastery? That's what it would be?
I
Yeah.
mean, it doesn't make sense otherwise.
Yeah.
That's the only way I could see it working too. Either that, or there, like a while back, I had made a suggestion that they make it so that you only have one instrument for Bard, but it's an equipable weapon instead. So you just free up all that fucking space on your bars. But I think some people didn't like that. They're like, I like having different instruments for the songs, and you would lose, access to drum, which is when you get good at Bard, it's a tool that you're expected to use.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, fellas. Multiclassing is going to come out, and I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to save my multiclass. I'm going to play the game for a week, and then I'm going to hit a nice goog, and I'm going to see best way to kill other players with my class that I'm playing. And I'm going to let all you streamers and whatnot figure it out for me. I'm just going to follow the guide. It's going to be the best. Some people tell
everyone.
me.
Everyone is saying it, okay? Bard, Druid, best class. Everyone will tell you.
And I'm just gonna wait for somebody to figure it out. I'm not gonna use my brain power on it. Jay's gonna figure it out, or Repose, or whoever. I'm gonna watch the YouTube video and I'm gonna have a good time.
You're doing the exact thing that Iron Dice was like, please don't do this. We want you guys to organically experience. But the thing is, you're gonna get the way they described it is you're gonna get every time you spend a mastery token, it's gonna pull from the whole pool of skills and perks that class has, and you get to choose. It gives you 3 options, and you get to choose one of them. So you're gonna get very limited returns from this. They're gonna have to turn up the XP so much. This shit is gonna be miserable. We're gonna be like at the end of the wipe, and people are gonna have 2 extra perks.
Yeah, they gotta tune it for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get 2 more. 2. Let's get 2 more.
2 more.
2.
Give me 2 more.
All right, I stole your Donald Trump thunder, Donnie. I just can't resist. I can't resist a good Donald Trump riff. The shit's so funny.
It's the best voice. Everyone knows.
Carter
Hannity, how dare you?
Should chain lightning not be able to hit dead bodies? Thoughts on this?
It can hit dead bodies?
Of course.
Yes, that always is.
Oh yeah. What a casual.
I mean, that's what I'm here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you guys die to chain lightning hitting a dead body often?
Yep.
In HR for sure. Yeah.
It's
Stop killing mobs in doorways. First tip.
Remember when you're checking?
I personally don't think it's like crazy, but
I think chain needs to have a cooldown if they're gonna let a chain off of bodies and off of teammates and shit like that. Like give it like a 3-second cooldown so you can't back-to-back chain, because I think chain lightning can devastate an entire team in a way that nothing else in the entire game can, in a way that can sometimes be really unfair, like getting chained through a wall or something because of a mob that's just like right around the corner.
Right.
I think if they put like just a short cooldown in between in between chains. I was in really shit gear and we got pushed in the boss room in trios, and I just destroyed their team by hitting 2 chains. It was over. They couldn't do anything about it. Their only option was to kill me before I got those 2 chains off, and I just had instant cast. So the second one was just death. I think maybe a small cooldown could be the way that they balance it.
You killed 2 Chains the rapper in game. So that's all I got. That's all I got out of that. That's all I can think
shitter,
of.
Dude.
The entire
I agree. Go ahead, Joe.
I do think chain was just a questionable addition, regardless. But
why? Why do you think that? It's like a classic wizard spell.
It is like incredibly strong.
It's really strong though.
It's really strong, but it's a classic spell.
You can instantly wipe a 3-stack in like 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, it's just auto death.
Compare the damage like a fireball, like a perfectly placed fireball can do to a team versus what a chain lightning can do. You know what I mean? Just not really.
Well, fireball might be worse.
Fireballs could be a little worse, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you kill one guy. You know what I mean? You're not going to kill all 3 of them.
Depends if they're clumping.
Yes.
But
I think they should just hit the bounce damage again, like they did, which is how WoW addresses it, which I'm sure how many games address it.
Also, having 6 chain lightnings with spell overload and then intense focus. Dude,
maybe if it hits mobs.
Yeah, that one's also quite. Like,
that's fucked up.
That's just questionable building on questionable.
That's fucked up. I think that's where you're like saying something about a cooldown. Go ahead.
Explosion, right? Like it's a perfect team AOE like fighting ability. You know, it's chain lightning, except just not guaranteed. Lock it in. Placements there, you hit it, it hits. Right? It's like
it's a sticky grenade.
You
from
can
Halo.
play around it. You can play around it and not nuke your team. Right?
Yeah.
Type shit. So.
Yeah.
I think explosion's way healthier for the game. Is my point.
I agree.
Yeah. There's way more skill expression with explosion. The skill expression with chain lightning is we lured some mobs to this doorway, and now you decided to push. I'm sorry for your loss.
Chain lightning is whether or not I'm at 100 fucking ping, because sometimes shit like you just can't hit it. Sometimes you just can't hit it. There's just too much delay, like when you way ran.
Now, I've been playing Warlock. There's times a curse will just go right through like a mob. You're like, what are we doing?
Right through the rib cage. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, where? Okay.
All right, let's see here. Let's get more.
I had this guy earlier. I was fighting a cleric in Goblin Caves. He had the filthiest way to bait out my curse, so I'd throw it at him, and he would just keep.
Well, then we just lost Donnie.
We're just screwed here.
That had to be fucking scripted, dude. That was too perfect.
That is hilarious.
done.
Dude, everyone's getting hit right now. What's going on?
Dude, he got fucking cursed IRL. That curse of pain hit him in the face, dude. Holy shit.
What's gonna happen to Odin's internet? I mean, you're next. You're next, dude.
Dude, I'm in Texas. I'm not safe either. All right? I'm one lightning bolt away from no power for 24 hours. ERCOT could go down at any minute's notice.
Oh man.
All right, well, we'll Donnie tell
let's
story
give Donnie
when he
a
recovers
second.
from that curse.
Yeah, if he even can. Shit. He got hit by
He's
a bind.
gone, I'm thinking.
Poor Donnie. Yeah, that's like my PC is off.
Made the call.
My power's
Yeah.
out. Like I don't think Donnie's
I
coming back
can't.
tonight.
You gotta, dude. You're Jay. I gotta say that
Oh.
you do have probably
Oh.
one of the funniest chats of all of the streamers.
Yeah,
Right.
I
right.
saw somebody said Trump made the call. Take him out, okay? He's talking bad about Daddy Trump. Doo-doo Donnie is what we call him. Okay, kill him. Get rid of him.
I
That's
actually
hilarious.
didn't know my internet cut out till I finished the story, and I was like, "Anyway, guys,"
Dude,
and I was
you
like,
leaned back and you're like, he had the funniest way
like-
of baiting out. He'd throw it. I'm just fucking like, did he
That
get
was
hit by
great.
curse in real life?
That was
That's pretty
beautiful. So tell us the
No.
story. Tell us the story.
"Yeah." So he had like the smartest way to make me lead him, like he was still running, but he would run and then he would come to a complete stop. But he would fling his camera around like he's still moving, and I would lead him every time, and I'd miss him, and he'd just be standing completely still, and I'd be like, "This motherfucker," and then he would just dodge it every time. He'd like trick my brain. Yeah. I couldn't tell my brain he's not actually gonna move. He's just gonna
That's
fling
the-
his shit around.
It's the easiest way to dodge things, guys. If you don't know this, if you're trying to dodge a ranger, the best thing you can do is just walk in a straight line and then like look at them, watch their bow when they pull it back, walk in a straight line. You know they're confident, they're gonna lead that shot. You just stop dead and just look at them. And the fucking mental damage that you deal looking directly at them as they miss that shot, you're just standing there with your stupid hands out like this.
That's
And
hilarious.
they're guaranteed to miss the next 5.
Yeah.
All right, let's take one more good one. What you got, chat? Jay, pass me over that program that stitches the videos together. Is it like an editing program or just like an easy program to just you slap it in
You
files?
literally, I think you just slap them in there and you just like combine.
You don't have
Perfect.
like
That
a
was-
video editing software or something?
I did, but
Yeah, but you have to render that, and that's gonna take a while. Where this program just take like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
no, I do, but it's no longer the free trial, so
Gotcha.
I don't feel like paying
Who's
for
gonna
that
have
shit.
the
I'm
iMovie
not a real
watermark on our
YouTuber. Yeah, I'm not a real. Yeah, I'm not a real YouTuber, and I just literally upload the recording
The raw
from the
file.
stream in 1080p. I don't edit ever.
Bandicam.
I just slap it up. Yeah. So
And the bouncing Sony Vegas free trial.
Exactly.
logo
Let's
on the
avoid
front
that.
screen.
let's avoid that shit, please. Yeah.
Unregistered hypercam. Fucking
Yeah.
Lincoln Park.
I'm sure there's probably some like good free editing software, but I've never really thought about it because I'm not really a YouTuber, so I never really thought
DaVinci
about it.
is I think.
Oh yeah, that's the
everybody's
one.
switching
That's
to
the one.
now.
Yeah, DaVinci.
Yeah, DaVinci so.
DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah, I
That's
use
what it's
Premiere.
called. Yeah.
I use a unregistered version of Premiere.
All
We
right.
got him.
Let's
Dude.
see here.
All right, wrap it up, boys. This is a good sting. We finally got it out of him. It only took a year and a half of this, but
55 episodes.
tax dollars well spent.
No, dude. If you want a good sign for any kind of like pirated software, you hit up the YouTube video and they go, "Okay, welcome to my video. I am going to show you how to get Premiere," and you're like,
Dude, I work
"Gold
in IT.
mine. This is
please.
the one."
I do IT. Okay, please don't. I
Yeah.
don't need to hear this after hours.
Yeah, you know.
Sorry,
I
I was.
prefer the ones with the
I'm trying to.
notepad, you know,
Oh, and it's
with the
the
instructions and the dreamscape music
the
playing.
dream
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Stock music.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that's probably more.
That's hilarious.
They're like zooming around the screen and shit with the mouse
Yeah.
cursor.
Oh, and they have the one. Yeah, so when you move the mouse, it leaves like the trail.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I was trying to make sense of this, but I even typed to my chat like I don't really know what you mean. But Kev Has Cat said, "How about a mini boss like Death from Gauntlet Slayer that moves through rooms within 3x3 per module instead of the circle? It just has the swarm effect the current module instead of circle and have the time like frost. I don't understand. Do you guys?
I think
know
he's talking about a roaming boss.
Just a roaming boss? Sure. Yeah.
A roaming swarm is all.
I don't understand what that means. Yeah. But I'm down with roaming bosses. I'm cool with that. I think that'd be kind of sick.
What is Gauntlet Slayer? I don't know that game.
I don't even know what that is.
Wait, Gauntlet Slayer. Is it a knockoff of Vampire Survivors? Because there's death in Vampire Survivors.
Isn't
that
that
to kill your ass?
Isn't Gauntlet? Is it one of the Gauntlet Legends titles, like that old old ARPG?
Could be Gauntlet.
That might be.
That was a great fucking series.
Oh, back in the day, that was fun. Yeah, that was super fun back in the day. All right, Vampire King had a good final one. What's everyone's multi-class build that they're cooking to close it out? So, yeah, I mean we touched upon this a bit, but I'll start it off. I want to be a paladin. I want to be a longsword cleric fighter combo. I want smite and faithfulness, and I want to do a bunch of magic damage with my longsword. That's what I want. And if I had maybe spell memory with some heals or holy strike too to top it off, that'd be exciting for me.
That's the American dream right there. I can get behind that.
Get her done, brother.
You talking about our dream next class?
Multi-class. What's your build? What has Chef Downey been cooking?
I don't know, dude. I feel like I'm so basic, like fighter barbarian would be fun. I feel like drunken master monk with like the drinker perks on cleric could be a really good time. Just make alcoholic multi-class. Yeah.
Yeah, I could. You go with the perk that gives you more damage if you have no chest piece on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're kind of cooking, dude. You got something right there.
Just make the fucking domestic abuse class.
Punch Pamela. Take that top off, Punch Pamela.
He's got it comes complete with knocking down doors, drinking, and screaming.
Yeah, right.
This actually sounds hilarious and good.
Very good time.
Turn off the light when you leave a room, goddammit!
Yeah, you got to keep the default barbarian male skin on for that too. Just an old bearded man.
You have to VoIP for that shit. You have to.
Yeah.
You gotta scream at them to keep the fucking thermostat down.
I love that.
Good.
All right, Mr. Griffia, dream build.
I'm going fighter rogue. I'm taking only pickpocket, and I'm running max defenses. So when you're trying to kill me, I'm just gonna pickpocket you.
That is hilarious.
And when I'm low, I'm just gonna second win. I'm gonna keep going.
I saw the video where the guy sees you and you just pickpocketing him in his face. I'm like, how much more disrespect does this man have to tolerate before the fucking day is over? He's like, I finally caught this piece of shit rogue, and you're like, yeah, give me the rest of that, you fucking bitch.
That's fucking funny. Pickpocket parry, man. Some of the best content ever. I love it.
It's honestly, it's still like some of the most fun I have with the game.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Really.
All right, Odin.
I'm over like sweating and shit. I'm just there to run your pockets and waste your fucking time. Dude.
That deserves an immortalization.
You to fuck off. I'm trying to extract gamer words from you so I can mute it on the fly. That's my goal.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Dude, whenever we get like our town center or guild halls or something, we need an immortalized pickpocket parry right in the town square.
Oh yeah,
that's gonna be among the playtest heroes.
I don't think I have an ego or anything like that. But I think if I've left my mark, one thing this game deserves, there got to be some sort of tribute. Just saying.
There's a lot of great moments.
Give me one,
There's a lot of great moments and notable players. I would love to see pickpocket parry in the town square. Representing
something.
Little
the legacy of Darker Darker
Guild or whatever guy.
Little pickaxe on the rogue's chin.
New quest chain. The guild leader is Perry. It's for the Thieves Guild. Yes.
Oh my god, yes.
That'd be awesome, yeah. Thieves, of course, you have to make Thieves Guild for sure. Or just call the guild like We Are Perry. Everyone's just Perry somehow.
I know we're getting ready to wrap up, but I want to run this guy by you.
Oh, you didn't even tell us your dream multi-class. What's your...
I'm right there with you, dude. Paladin,
Paladin was yours too. Okay.
If I was gonna make something that's gonna be incredibly broken, it's just gonna be Smite, Ignite, Cleric, Ranger, Hybrid, something just stacking as much magic damage onto a survival bow as possible. That's just gonna be so toxic.
Disgusting.
It's
Giga
gross.
Tank might be fun, like Druid Fighter or Druid Barbarian, just like full on turn into a bear or something like that. Ooh, imagine if your PDR transfers.
I want to crash the server by transforming into demon form while I'm a bear. Or see how badly we can break the character models and just
I
have
want to
a
double
fucked
jump
up...
as a bear.
Drunken bear. Oh man.
All right, so we got on that. We quickly mentioned the little like town square thing. What would you guys think? So Soma, you know about Naraka, but you didn't really play it much, I assume. They have this lobby system in Naraka where when you open up the game, you see the menu screen like you would in Dark and Darker, but your character is in a lobby. It's like this open world thing where you can go do like parkour. There's instruments that you can sit down and play that are actually like fairly advanced. There's time trials. There's all like sorts of Easter eggs and shit to find. And there's all sorts of random players running around that you can just VoIP with. When you queue, you're not necessarily going to get into a game with those players. You're just in this like social lobby waiting to queue.
What game?
I think, what's that? It's for Naraka Blade Point.
Oh. I think that's cool. I like that kind of shit.
I think something like that could work so well in Dark and Darker if they just had like a city square with like a blacksmith and a tavern and shit. You just get to hang out there and
what was that extraction
people in the
game?
Town square.
Yeah, what was that extraction game that Spud played and then it died? There was like a hub.
Cycle.
Was it Cycle? Yeah, Cycle Frontier. Yeah. They kind of had that hub.
Cycle.
They kind of had that hub thing going on. It was actually kind of cool.
Was there other people in it?
Sure.
Yeah. Boys, speaking of extraction games, did y'all get a chance to check out the Level 0 playtest?
Level 0? What the hell is that?
Is that extraction horror shooter?
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I don't want to talk too much about it, but it's like an extraction shooter. It's teams of 3, so you like load in with your team of 3, whatever people, and you like load in, you go loot stuff, and there's other players that can kill you that are doing the same thing, and then there's monsters. And they'll mess you up, but they're very vulnerable to light. So if you keep the lights on, like they'll swarm you and try to kill you, but you can keep the lights on, stuff like that. So it's kind of like a fun like third element to extraction games. There's like people that can be
battle royale.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I mean everyone's a player, so it's like there's other players and there's other players playing as the monsters to come and kill you as well.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, so you can queue up as a mercenary or you can queue up as a monster.
So like with the lights, like you leave the lights on, people know you're there, but it deters the monsters or some shit.
Yeah, the monster can't step in the light. If he steps in the light, he dies. Yeah. So, and there's like a timer on like switches. So like you can only have a certain light on for so long. Your flashlight only has so much battery.
That sounds fun.
Light a flare. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's a cool little like mix up in the extraction genre. No, I think it's over.
Man. I'll check it out when it comes back.
It was over the weekend.
No, I'm interested.
Play test.
Nice.
Speaking of that, what did you guys think of Dungeonborn?
I didn't play it.
No thoughts. I've already given my thoughts. Sick of the clones.
I kind of feel bad because like I like talked to the guy a little bit. Well, like he hit me up to like play it, so he reached out for like me to play it. So I like feel bad shitting on him, but not good.
I worked on their wiki a bit. I honestly, I'm gonna be the only person here that says this because I was the same on the on Hold the Line, but I like the game. I think it's cool. I think it's got some neat ideas. And I always think competition's good. I don't think it holds a candle to Dark and Darker, but the map design in that game,
competition though.
I don't think it's competition. I think it's chasing. I've been watching this in the games industry for over a decade. I've talked about this many times.
I agree.
And I'm just so sick of the Attack of the Clones. They always fail. All it does is just slightly damage, if anything, the real game. And if it does the real game any favors, then when that clone dies, they can extract a couple of cool features from it, and that's it, and add it to the game. That's really what it comes down to. But people always get distracted by these clones, and it's really just chasing money. That's all it is. So I don't respect it.
No, 100%. I agree. I think a game like Dungeonborn is more cloney. It's not really like bringing anything new for the industry, but the game I just talked about, like Level 0 Extraction, that's a cool new extraction game that adds like a different vibe, and I would say that's more competition than what Dungeonborn is. You know,
I think those are two games that you could play. Like,
internet.
I think Dungeonborn and Dark and Darker, you would choose one of the two to play, and you choose Dark and Darker. Yeah. Whereas the game that you're talking about, I feel like I could play both of those games because they're different enough experiences.
They're completely different.
Yeah, like someone in your chat said Fortnite's a clone. I'm like, dude, there is a massive scene for both PUBG. There was anyway, for both PUBG and Fortnite and Apex Legends. They're all in a genre, but I would not consider them clones.
Those are also AAA studios that are investing an insane amount of money and resources into making a proper title.
Did kind of pivot on whenever the whole battle royale thing popped off with PUBG. But I think they added like a different enough.
Before that, H1Z1 was trying to be a clone of DayZ. So Sony Online Entertainment and John Smedley were like, oh shit, DayZ is huge. We need to chase this shit. So they made H1Z1 Just Survive. And it was a shit tier clone. It was so fucking bad. And Sony knew it. John Smedley knew it. That's why he called up Brendan Green and said, put Arma 3 Battle Royale in my game. I think it's the only way this is going to succeed. And lo and behold, it actually succeeded. It turned, it actually it helped the genre kickstart, essentially. But at its core, H1Z1 sucked. It was just it was a whatever game. So that game was really just going to birth something better. And then obviously, Brendan Green went to South Korea. He joined Bluehole, and then PUBG came out, and it was a genre-defining game that they created in like a year.
Bluehole is just such a weird game company name.
Bluehole. Okay.
Yeah, just like.
But then so Fortnite. Let's remember what Fortnite originally was. It was a PvE building experience where you and your friends would like prepare a little town before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They cloned PUBG.
I don't think it was a clone. I think they added in a battle royale element with building and all this other shit that was different enough, in my opinion, from PUBG that obviously it turned into a multi-billion-dollar thing, and it's defined and changed gaming significantly. But I wouldn't consider Fortnite a clone. I wouldn't. But something like Dungeonborn and Dark and Darker, that is, or the game Dark or whatever, that's clearly cash grab clones. That's all that is. There's a difference. And is the line a little blurry sometimes? Yes, I'll definitely admit that. But anyway, we've talked about this shit so many fucking times. But never with you, Odin. Never with you.
There are certain things that I like about Dungeonborn, and I don't hate the game overall, but I definitely would not. Like, if I were to put Dark and Darker at a 10, I would put Dungeonborn at like a 5. It's got some good ideas. It's got some cool shit going for it. Like their map design guy that made the Castle Clouseau, that map slaps so fucking hard. I would love to just rip that map and stick it in Dark and Darker. It's way too big. You need like 10 times the amount of players we have in a game right now to play it, but it'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just have no interest in playing it.
I mean, I get why some folks who like enjoy trying something else. If they got a little bit bored of like their main squeeze and they wanted to check out the clone, they wanted to see what other features. I get it. Don't get me wrong, but I would never give them money ever. Well, that's just the way I look at it, though.
Yeah. I'm Dark and Darker ride or die. So.
All right, boys.
Fuck yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's about that time. We've been going for a while. Odin, you're the man, dude. This was a very fun one. Very, very fun episode. You're a great guest. You can tell that you are passionate about the game, which is sick. And thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it. It was fun being here. It was good to chat with the myth, the legend, Jay Griffith himself. And even the famous international actor known as Donnie. Artist formerly known as Donnie.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Beautiful. Mr. Donicus.
I've heard only good things about that you're fucking hilarious and you should keep making stuff, by the way, from Soma here. So
thank you.
I'm mad at Donnie. I'm mad at him for not YouTubing.
This is your sign to go make shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. As soon as I get corporate America's dick out of my mouth and I can pay my bills, I'll think about it.
You had like a year and a half of time where you could have made a ton of videos, and you just said you were lazy, and you're so good at it. You're so good at it. I don't know. It's a missed op, dude. You're actually a good YouTuber. Chat, you guys should actually go to Donnie's channel and just check out some of his older videos on Dark and Darker, DayZ, Dino DayZ, Tarkov. Just go watch them. They're like a year old at this point, but they're fucking funny. Like, I highly recommend it. I mean, Jay, you've seen them a couple of times. They're good, right?
It's been a while. I haven't seen them since.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
Since they last
anyway,
uploaded,
I appreciate you guys jerking me off.
When the little red notification thing pops up on the bell and he gets like a bunch of those, the dopamine will start hitting his brain and he won't be able to help himself. He'll be like, I got to make videos, man. Something's compelling me to do this.
I like that. Yeah, go watch his videos. Give him the dopamine he needs to edit something. Donnie, where can people find you though?
Donnie on the internet. I'm on Twitch with 2 E's. Donnie, DuhDonniee.
Beautiful.
Check me out.
Check him out. Mr. Griffia.
Jay Griffey on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube.
Beautiful.
And I'm not gay.
No,
Anyways.
don't mistake him with Gay Griffin. That's a different person.
Different guy.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I'm gonna
Okay.
move away from that minefield.
Mr. Odin, where can people find you?
I'm Odin Casts on everything. I pretty much just use Twitch and YouTube. Fair warning, I can't do what Jay and So Bad and all them do. I'm not a streamer guy when it comes to playing games because I just don't. Sometimes I sit down, and I was talking to you about this. So sometimes I sit down, and I'm like, I just want to watch a video or just chill for like half an hour and not do anything, and then I'll boot up the game and I'll see nobody's online. I don't feel like playing solo right now. I'm supposed to turn on stream. I don't really feel like doing that. I'm just gonna hang out instead. I'm more into doing stuff like this. So if you want to follow for content like podcasts, events, I'm trying to like do some darker events in the future and cast those. That you can find me doing that stuff.
Love that. Awesome.
There you
go. Let us know when you do an event. We'll talk about it.
I appreciate the opportunity to show myself in front of a live studio audience.
Absolutely.
Thank you, everybody who followed, by the way, from Jay's channel, I assume.
Wonderful.
I've yet to do a darker event. I think that'd be fun.
You should do it. Why not?
See how just dead last I can come in.
We did a tournament back in the playtest, So Bad and I. Well, actually, realistically, So Bad just threw the idea out, got Iron Mace sort of involved in it, and then dropped it on a bunch of other people and made them run it, and everybody was mad at him for it for a little while. But it ended up going really well. And the community absolutely loved it. And I mean, you guys saw the Madrinas tournament, right? The production on that shit was insane.
Yeah.
People absolutely loved the event, despite it just being, they're just dropping into normal lobbies.
And the timing was very bad. I barely got a chance to look at it because I was at TwitchCon. So I kind of missed the boat
all the
on
streamers were at TwitchCon.
Yeah.
That was a weird time.
Very bad timing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, was that not?
You were there too. You were at TwitchCon, Jay. You missed
that.
The
same tournament?
Yeah.
The Madrinas coffee one, yeah.
Yeah. Because they changed it. They changed the date, and then it happened to be the weekend at TwitchCon.
Yeah, no, I remember one peg hit me up, and I was like bitching at him, and I think he like said something to him, and then
Jay said,
moving it.
Yeah.
I think him and I both had the same idea. We're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I saw
and then their response was, instead of like a couple days before TwitchCon, let's just make it during TwitchCon. And then we laughed at it.
Yeah. I mean, they're not really paying attention over there, though. Let's be real here. I don't think they're paying attention to those kind of events in North America. I really don't.
No.
Yeah.
It's so far off their radar and things that are important right now.
Yeah.
But I saw somebody in your chat, Jay, say that they jumped the esports jumped the gun on the esports stuff, and I kind of agree. I don't think they need to get esports with it yet. But there is a difference between esports and just having commentators and hosts for a community event. Yeah, I think that stuff's perfectly fine.
Yeah, the only real healthy esports are when the community builds it and demands it, and it grows itself organically.
FGC, baby.
Yeah, any forced esport, it rarely ever works out.
Which is crazy because I feel like in the playtest there's like a bunch of people trying to organize shit, and as soon as early access hit, it was like nothing.
It was the novelty of the game. People were excited, but that kind of stuff will come back around for sure. Okay. I am at Soma on everything, at _Soma on YouTube. You can watch this podcast there, and you can also watch 5e D&D content. I know. Pretty fucking awesome. I know. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, if you want to watch real D&D, check it out. We just hit episode, I think, 15. We're in like a mega dungeon right now under a church that's being desecrated by demons, which is pretty cool. So check that out.
You're playing Diablo.
At this moment, right now in the campaign, it slightly feels like that, but it's super fun. Yeah. Super fun. But anyway, we'll be back next Tuesday at 6 p.m. PT. I believe it's the 26th, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's the 26th next week. We're going to have another roundtable discussion. We will have on Katie, One Peg, and the Spud Hunter.
Ooh,
nice.
That's going to be one hell of an episode.
Yeah, that's going to be a very hefty one. It's going to be great. I'm very excited for it. So don't miss that one. And until then, have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend and enjoy the dungeons. Go for it, Jay. Oh,
No, you got it.
okay.
That was
Goodbye.
a one and done, bro.
Okay, I got it.
It was a one and done.
I got it. Goodbye.